Tracy Thurman and Roger Ver, otherwise known as Bitcoin Jesus. It is freerogernow.com.
.org.
I'm sorry, both work actually.
Oh, good.
I think. Fair enough. I typed in .com. I don't know. I'm sorry. freerogernow.org. So Tracy, I want to ask here. So the president could unilaterally pardon Roger or get these cases to be reassigned. And again, just remind our audience, what exactly is the accusation here, that he didn't pay his taxes? It sounds bizarre.
Yeah, the accusation is tax evasion, and it's as soon as you start to look into it, you realize it's utterly ludicrous. He's accused of not paying enough on the exit taxes in 2014, and then he's accused of not paying enough in 2017. In 2017, it's bizarre, right? Because by that point, he wasn't a U.S. citizen. So why on earth would he needed to have paid those taxes? And in 2014, it gets a little complicated, but to break it down really quickly, when you exit the country and you exit, you give up your citizenship, you have to do something called a constructive hypothetical sale, which is that you pretend you sell everything you own in one day, the day before you leave. And the reality was that Roger owned such a huge percentage of the Bitcoins in the world at that time that if he had tried to sell them, the trading volume was, I think, $10 million. And so anything you sold over $10 million was utterly worthless. And so if the government's rule is if you sold everything in one day, how much would it be worth? The answer is anything over the global market cap for that, for that asset is worth nothing. If everybody in the entire U.S. decided to sell their house tomorrow, would you get Zillow value? I think all of us know the answer to that question. So they essentially want Zillow value for everybody's home if everybody sold on the same day. That's what they're asking for out of Roger. So it makes no sense. But what it came down to is that Roger consulted the best tax accountants, the best lawyers in the entire country, hired the best possible team, and he told them, look, I know the IRS doesn't like me. I know I'm going to be audited. I know they will attempt to come after me. I need you to do this perfectly. I need there to be no mistakes. I need every T crossed. I need every I dotted. And that's all in the emails that he sent to the accountant. So we know that he wanted perfect compliance. And how do we know that? We know that because in 2017, they raided his attorney's office. Armed federal agents raided his attorneys, interrogated his attorneys, seized reams of documents from his attorneys, and attempted to use them against Roger. And this should terrify every American because they're attempting to destroy attorney-client privilege using this case. If what you say to your attorney is no longer private, what chance do you have? What chance do I have? So this case should be horrifying to every American because it's about destroying your attorney-client privilege, and it's about destroying your right to rely on your accountant, your right to rely on your attorney when it comes to the U.S. tax code, that's 70,000 pages of which none of us can possibly memorize. And so if they do this to Roger, they're coming for the rest of us next. It's terrifying. But yes, the president can unilaterally decide to pardon Roger. The incoming DOJ could decide to drop the charges. And we fervently hope that one of those two things will happen because this lawfare needs to end. The incoming government needs to say, we've been the victims of lawfare. We need to look at everyone else who's been a victim of lawfare, and this needs to stop. Otherwise, our country has no chance. We as Americans have no shot unless this stops, and it stops now.
I totally agree. And you have convinced me, so you could add me to whatever list you want. We're going to send out a tweet trying to say that we want to see President Trump get rid of the lawfare here, as he was once victim of one.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
a pardon, lifting of charges, whatever it takes. It's time for a clean slate and to free Roger.
Well, and to that point, Charlie, I mean, Roger, I know you can't talk right now because what you say could be used against you.
He's got a great poker face.
Yeah, I mean, I applaud you for showing up nonetheless. And I would just say, as a country that is now poised to become the center of the crypto universe, we're gonna need a lot of things. We're gonna need more energy. We're gonna need more power. We're gonna need more data centers. We're gonna need more innovators, and we want to be a hub that invites and welcomes and celebrates our pioneers and our innovators instead of harassing them and driving them away. And to the extent that Charlie and I and this show could be a platform and a voice for that, I think we're happy to do it.
So very, very convincing. Tracy, thank you. You won me over, and for whatever that's worth, we'll be pushing any way we can. Thank you guys so much. Hope to meet you as a free citizen, Roger. Thank you.
We can't wait till Roger can come back on. And trust me, the minute he can talk, he would love to come back on and talk with you guys again. So again, everyone, please sign the open letter at freerogernow.org requesting a pardon from the incoming president. And Charlie, Andrew, thank you so much for supporting this. You have no idea what it means to us.
We are 100% behind it. You won us over. Thank you.